Ukraine war, gas plant hit in latest Russian strikes. More strikes have been reported across Ukraine, days after one of Russia's most intense bombardments of the war. A gas production plant in the east and a missile factory in Dnipro were among the latest targets, officials say. Parts of Ukraine have seen their first snowfall of the season, but many people cannot heat their homes as Russia continues to pound their power grid. Moscow has looked to justify its recent strikes by accusing Kyiv of unwillingness to negotiate. Its recent long-range attacks follow a series of setbacks on the battlefield during the months-long war. One of Ukraine's largest cities, Dnipro, was among those targeted early on Thursday. Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal said the Pivdenmash factory, which produces missiles, had come under attack. Another official said 23 people, including a teenager, had been injured after the city was shelled. Elsewhere in the same region, 70 shells were said to have landed around the city of Nikopol, damaging infrastructure and leaving thousands of homes without power and water. Meanwhile, state-owned energy firm Naftogaz said its gas-producing facilities in the east of the country had been subjected to a massive attack. In its own nationwide update, the president's office said 4 people died as a result of an overnight strike on residential buildings in the Zaporizhzhia region. Further strikes on infrastructure, as well as civilian injuries, were logged by officials in the Odessa and Kharkiv regions. The capital, Kyiv, was just one place where air raid sirens sounded. At about 8 o'clock local time, 6 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, mobile phones started pinging with official warnings of a new missile attack across Ukraine. Local air defenses swung into action and military authorities reported that 4 cruise missiles and 5 Iranian-made drones had been shot down. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia did not want peace, but instead was bringing his compatriots only as much pain and suffering as possible. The Kremlin hit back, accusing Ukraine, which it invaded in February, of refusing to negotiate. It said recent strikes and the ensuing blackouts were the consequence. Ukrainians are taking air raid alerts seriously after another wide-ranging assault on Tuesday. Dozens of long-range missiles pounded Ukraine that day, in what was believed to be the most intense barrage since the start of the war. Late on Tuesday evening, fears were raised of a dangerous escalation in the war when one rocket landed outside Ukraine, killing 2 people in a village in Poland near the shared border. Although President Zelensky was at first insistent that this had been fired by Russia, Kyiv's allies said it instead appeared to have come from Ukrainian air defenses.